I want to do a collective reading, but focused on the divine feminine. I just feel compelled to do a reading for divine feminine right now. So I'm going to pull a shadow work card. Ego. Beyond the facade of ego lies the depth of true character. And then the keywords are arrogance, pride, and vanity. Ego. Well, for divine feminines, I'm really feeling that this message came out, and I'm sure it came out, about the distorted divine masculine or the distorted masculine, because that's why I felt compelled to pull this reading. I wanted to see would ego come out, and that's the first card out. I didn't expect that. That was clear. So, okay, let's see from another deck what we're going to pull here. Sometimes the distorted masculine's ego can really influence the energy of our lives, especially if we have been in contact with them, if we are involved with them in any way. Yeah, it can affect you, even if you're riding high and you're, high vibrational. If you are living your best life, there is something about the distorted masculines that we deal with, or until we no longer are dealing with them and putting up boundaries that we won't put up with that ego. That ego is very, very negative for us. I just think it goes left unaddressed far too much. Dreams. It can sabotage your dreams. It can be a dream killer, Your vibration's high, your abundance is flowing to you, you're approaching each day with gratitude, but that negative ego can just like knock the wind out of you. And it will affect your dreams in the long run if you're not careful. Dreams came out again. Okay. Can I get a different card from this deck? Wild came out with pride. I don't know if I can show too much of these cards. Yeah, I can. Wild and pride. I think someone's ego and pride can affect how wild you are, how wild your inner child feels to express herself, how wild your divine feminine wants to create and be free. This pride or ego of that distorted masculine can entrap you, can bound you from feeling that you can release who your true, authentic nature is. I'm just thinking of someone that's at a party, for instance, and maybe you are with your masculine and you want to have a good time, you're smiling, you're greeting everybody, but in the back of your mind, you're checking, like, am I being too free? Am I laughing too much? Am I is someone looking at me? That kind of, you can't be free. You can't be fully yourself because in the back of your mind, you're concerned about what they are thinking, how they're going to react later, and that kind of thing. So it's like walking on eggshells. So that's what I think of when that comes up, when that comes out together, the wild and the pride. So from another deck. I just want to empower ladies to think about this and to just take it seriously. Don't just brush it off. If that's what you usually do, relationship after relationship, you just figure this is just how men are. However men are, you don't have to put up with that. You can make a change to put up your boundaries, to expect better, to decide to be alone if that's how men are. Villain, you can always rewrite the story. Your story doesn't have to have that Disney happily ever after ending where the prince saves the princess or the queen marries the king. Your life can look completely different. It does not have to have a counterpart, newsflash. But if it does, it should be one that enhances your life, supports you, respects you, loves you, and not makes you feel like you have to dim your light or be less of who you are. That is unacceptable. They like to fall on the floor. Lighthouse, don't doubt your worth. Don't ever doubt your worth. What can I say? That's a journey. I know that it's easier said than done. Someone on the outside telling you love yourself, place a high value on yourself. Self-love is a journey, and I do believe it can't be taken without the Most High. If there's a way, and you can find that way, I wish you the best with that. But for me, I don't know how I would have gone on that journey successfully without the help of God. So once you know God loves you, you start that journey with God, and you end up loving yourself and putting yourself first, and never letting anybody belittle you, take from you, steal your joy, dim your light. It's no longer allowed once you go on that journey. So that's what I'm trying to impart to someone out there. Okay, let's see. Let's get one more, why not? From this deck. Guess no more wants to come out from this deck. Okay, on to another one. This is my Divine Feminine Oracle deck. Aquilanda, the goddess of never not broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. Never broken or never not broken. I think she's like basically saying, this card is basically speaking to those who have gone through a lot. Relationship after relationship, broken after broken, never not broken, always broken, but yet only becomes more love from it. Instead of you diminishing how much you love others, you increased how much your capacity to love. But I would implore you to increase your capacity to love yourself. Yourself, you deserve that love. If you can put that love out to James or, Michael or Henry or Johnny or whoever, think about you. Aren't you just as precious as those people? Who's loving you? And that's a divine feminine, please. Sappho, the poetess. I love every inch of my body, and I love the women in my life fiercely. Yeah. I immediately thought of someone who doesn't appreciate your looks, and maybe you feeling compelled to enhance this, decrease that, increase that. It's not acceptable for anyone to point out any flaws in you that they consider flaws anyway, or for you to absorb it, own it, take it on, and make decisions based on that lack of self-love. So love every inch of your body, and whoever does not appreciate, treasure, I would say worship every inch of your body, they don't need to have any part of your body. It's that simple. They can go. And I love the women in my life fiercely. Don't let these men make you competitive with one another for their love. I mean, it's really ridiculous. I wanted to say there's too many out there, but even if there weren't, the point is that you don't lower yourself, lower your vibration to ever think that it's you against anyone for another person. You are enough. You have you. If nobody else, if the man doesn't want to be part of you, part of your journey, part of your life, better that you know that so they can stay over. Let someone else have them. But you don't fight over anyone. You don't feel less than and compare yourself to other women. And you don't pick another woman apart to feel like you need to one-up them or look better than them or be smarter than them. You should be able to look at all women and value them and say, oh, wow, you know, she's got it going on, or she's beautiful, or I wish her the best. There should never be a man that can make you say, I want less for that woman. I wish ill on that woman. Don't ever let a man bring you down to that point, ever, ever. And last, I want to get an African Goddess Rising Oracle card. Well, they gave a lot. Okay, put them back. At least one or two. I like to get a whole team. Thank you. Mama Wata, naked. It may be time for you to get bared down to your soul. Just you. Have a talk with self. Start off like that. Ask yourself some serious questions. Do I like the way I'm being treated? Do I feel honored? Do I believe I'm lovable? Can I love myself better than anyone else loves me? If I enhance my relationship with God, how can that help me on my journey to self-love? I want you to just start with those and see where it takes you. Mask. Zombie. Don't ever wear a mask for anyone. Every day that you wear a mask is a day that you are losing some of your life, because that's a day you could be you. That's what authenticity means, that word everybody throws around. It means being you every minute, every step, and it isn't easy. It becomes easy, it becomes the only way. It becomes the best life. But before you get used to it, embrace it, embody it, go on that journey of self-love, before you do that, it seems unimaginable to stand in front of a crowd of friends and just be you. To call somebody out on something that you don't agree with, that you think is offensive, rude, or just ill-mannered, or just sometimes people just talk to talk. And if you call them out on it, you may feel awkward, so you don't do that. You may even, I dare say, join in on that kind of banter. And it's not really you, but in order to be acceptable and not to feel awkward, just be a leader. Your inner child will thank you. Your real, true, authentic self will thank you every time you stand up for yourself, whether it's with that distorted masculine or with your friend who's saying things about people that you don't agree with, or people at work, co-workers that just like to talk what they call small talk, which can be very damaging to the spirit, and you wonder why an hour later something's lingering in you like a bad scent, or something's hanging around you. It's because someone said something, you didn't address it, or you went along with it, or they feel like they can talk about that kind of nonsense to you anytime. You need to, you can respectfully and gracefully put up your boundaries to anyone and just say, well, I don't partake in that. The thank you, if you enjoy it, I don't. I'm sorry. I just can't. And that's good. You know, you're not being rude, you're not being disrespectful, but you are honoring who you are. So with that, I just wanted to address something that I think that it just doesn't get said or addressed enough. And yeah. So thanks for being here and listening, and I will see you next time.